chipmunks, and bighorn sheep. Remember, never feed wildlife. Keep a safe distance away from them, and only look or take pictures. Check the park newspaper for youth and ranger programs about wildlife. Zion is also home to many plants adapted to hot and dry or cool and wet environments. Back at the visitor center, you likely saw cacti because it's hot and sunny there. Along the Virgin River in this section of the park
at Zion designed the Wiggles as part of the Angel Landing Trail. He wanted to allow visitors to reach the viewpoint overlooking the canyon, which someone once said was so high only angels could land there. This amazing trail is listed in the National Register of
If you look up on the canyon walls, you might see me and other rock climbers appearing to defy gravity. We're sometimes hard to see since we're so small on these big sandstone walls. But look carefully. You might spot us in a big crack moving up to the rim of the canyon. Zion has some of the most prized climbing terrain in the world. These big wall climbs, as they're known, are not for beginners. We use ropes, harnesses, and other special gear to get up the walls. The challenge and the scenery are great rewards and keep us coming back. Climbers are not the only creatures that like these canyon walls. If you're really lucky, you could see a peregrine falcon flying near the canyon rim. Falcons prefer to nest in cliffs, so the National Park Service closes some of the rock climbing routes in the spring when peregrines nest. These falcons were almost extinct at one time, but now they have recovered in places like Zion, where they are protected. The canyon walls are also the kind of habitat favored by the endangered California condor. Condors take advantage of thermals, rising columns of air, to help them reach soaring heights. In 1982, there were only 22 California condors in the world, but a rescue effort approaching the Temple of Sinawava, the last shuttle stop at the end of the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. The Temple of Sinawava is the name for the wide natural amphitheater created by the river. The name comes from the Southern Paiutes, who call their twin creator gods Tabboots and Sinawava. The Riverside Walk Trail starts here and follows the river. The trail is 2 miles round trip and takes about an hour. It is raised easy and is mostly paved. It is accessible with some assistance for wheelchairs. The river, you can walk up the Narrows a little ways or for miles. Go around one bend to understand what it's like and take some photos, or hike farther and experience an adventure. If you go into the Narrows, take water, food, and a jacket. There is no trail. You will always be hiking in the water. Wear closed shoes that can get wet. The water is not warm and there's not much sun, so it can be a cold hike, even in summer. Check the weather and the possibility of a flash flood before you go. Rain and thunderstorms upstream can create flash. You must take responsibility for your own safety in the Narrows. More information about hiking the Narrows is in the park newspaper. Restrooms and water are available here. Remember to stay on the trail, drink plenty of water, and don't feed the wildlife. Check the shuttle schedule at this stop or in the park newspaper for the time of the last evening shuttle if you plan to spend the rest of the day here. This is the Temple of Sinaloa.